13 minutes remaining.
I yield now 2.5 minutes to the gentleman from New York, Mr. Nadler, the chairman of the Judiciary Committee.
The gentleman is recognized for 2.5 minutes.
Thank you. Madam Speaker, I rise in strong support of H.R. 8297, the Ensuring Women's Right to Reproductive Freedom Act. The Supreme Court's disastrous decision in Dobbs to overturn Roe v. Wade has exacerbated what was an already dire crisis in abortion care access, one that threatens to undermine women's equality and health. In the wake of the Dobbs decision, state legislatures across the country are moving to ban abortion outright. And as if that was not draconian enough, some states are also passing laws targeting people who help others obtain an abortion. This includes the notorious Texas law SB 8, which permits any person to collect a $10,000 bounty by suing someone who, quote, aids or abets an abortion. Not content to strip women of their bodily autonomy and equality in their own states, some state legislatures are now contemplating efforts to inhibit the ability of women to travel out of state to obtain lawful health care, including by threatening their friends, families, or even employers with legal action. H.R. 8297 would put state legislatures considering such laws on notice by providing additional federal legal protections that reaffirm and enhance enforcement of the constitutional right to interstate travel, which includes travel to obtain legal health care services like an abortion. But this legislation is not enough. Many people, a disproportionate number from communities of color, do not have the option of traveling across state lines because they lack the resources to bear the costs of out-of-state travel, which include the related costs of childcare, lodging, or time off from work. That is why it is essential that we also pass H.R. 8296, the Women's Health Protection Act of 2022, which would protect the right to abortion nationwide. The House has already passed this bill, but Senate Republicans have twice blocked its passage. This is unacceptable. We must do everything we can to ensure protection of abortion access in a post-Roe world. I urge my colleagues to vote yes on both H.R. 8297 and H.R. 8296. But this is not enough either. We face a radical Supreme Court, deliberately packed with extremists by a plot by the Federalist Society and Mitch McConnell and Donald Trump to pack the Supreme Court with extremists who have no regard for our liberties and who will destroy every liberty we have if we don't do something about it. And that is why Congressman Johnson and Congressman Jones and Senator Markey and I have introduced legislation.
The gentleman's time has expired.
To unpack the Supreme Court by increasing the number of justices by 4.